If you died today, what is the one advice that you would give to someone that summarizes everything you've ever done in your life? Like, what would be the last piece of advice that you would ever give somebody that summarizes, like, if all the interactions, if everything ever recorded of you just fucking disappeared, what would be the one piece of advice that you would give somebody that summarizes everything? This is something that I've been journaling about this morning. And so a lot of it is actually going to be reading from, like, I've never done this. I've usually just, I've taken topics from my journal before, but I've never like actually read it from my journal. But today I'm going to do it just because when I was writing this shit felt so fucking deep. It would be a crime not to read it word for word, right? So I'm just going to read it, what I actually wrote in my journal. I think this was super fucking deep and super useful, right? So it begins like this. If I died today, or you died today, or we both died today, what is the one piece of advice that I could give to someone that summarizes everything I've ever done, right? And this is a very hard and scary question. Like, think about it. It truly is. Number one, it's hard because there's like probably thousands of advices that you would give to somebody or that you could give to somebody. Like, there's a million thoughts going through your head, a million wise, pieces of I don't know, advice that you could give to someone. Like, which one do you choose? So that's why it's hard. But it's scary is because what if we give this person the wrong advice? What if we don't give them the correct advice that actually summarizes everything, What if we aren't able to come up with the best advice out of all those advices, all those thousands of pieces of advice that we could give, and we die knowing that on our last sentence we didn't give it our all? Like, on the last sentence, the last piece of advice that you're supposed to give to somebody, you don't give it your all. The piece of advice that you give doesn't end up changing their life or being meaningful. And so you kind of are left, you put your entire life into this one sentence and it's not even good enough. It feels like almost your life isn't good enough, right? That makes you truly stop and think, holy fuck, how am I going to answer this question out of hundreds of advices that I could give? Which one is the best and why is it the best? And will it be enough? Will it be enough to actually give this person clarity on what they need to do with their life? And so you just sit there or stand there in silence for who knows how long. You're just like, imagine somebody asking you this question. You probably won't say whatever comes to your mind because you're like, this is my last sentence. Like, holy fuck, let me pause and think about this properly. Not knowing how to answer, knowing that these are your last words and they have to be the best words you've ever spoken. Okay? This is the kind of question that kills on seriousness and turns your brain on and connects people. So, like, if you're joking around your friends and you drop this question, I'm sure the tone of the conversation will become very serious. It's not like you guys are going to continue joking, right? This is a very serious question, and your brain subconsciously knows it. It's going to turn on, and it's going to think like, holy fuck, that's a deep question. And it connects people, because you guys will be sharing and revealing things about your own life or their own life that you didn't know, or they didn't know about you, right? And you guys are going to start connecting. But what if we were to think like this every single day? And if every single day that you woke up knowing that is your last day, what would you do? How would you do it? And would you procrastinate on it? This is the whole premise. Obviously, there's more to the letter, but this is the whole premise of that letter. Is like, if there was one advice that you could give, what is it? And so you'll be thinking so much about it because it's your last words. Okay, well, what if it's your last day? What is the action that you take? Why do you take it? And how are you going to take it? You're not going to procrastinate. You're going to put your entire soul and energy. You're going to find effort that you never had before, and you're going to put it into that soul fucking day. Did I just find Did I just find the recipe to creating greatness, or just the path to perfectionism and procrastination? Because it's true. either, one day that you execute perfectly, it could either lead to greatness, disaster, or it can just lead to like perfection, like genuine perfectionism, where you think everything has to be perfect and you procrastinate everything and nothing ever gets done. If you treat every day like it's my last day, right? I don't know, but one thing is certain. We could be a lot further in life if we use the opportunities we got to their fullest extent, no matter how frequently we get them. So no matter how frequently you get an opportunity, if you get to wake up and work on your business every single day, like that's a very frequent opportunity. That's a daily opportunity, right? But let's say for you, you might get few calls per month. That's not really a frequent opportunity. But what if, regardless of how frequently you get the opportunity, whenever you have the opportunity, what if you just like squeeze the best out of it? If you have a few calls per month, what if you just squeeze the best out of those calls and close, I don't know, 90% of them? What if that happens, right? Or what if you, every single day you wake up, what if you take that day so seriously and you make more progress than you did in like the past 7 days? I wanted to write about this because I picked up my old journal yesterday. I did. And I saw how much I was half-assing my journaling sessions, and it inspired me to write this and stop half-assing my journaling sessions and all other things that I do in my life. Amen. The reason I said amen, because this is a really good thought. And so truly why I wanted to write this letter is because I was genuinely going through my journal, and that was supposed to me looking over my documentation, but my documentation was barely one page of documentation, and it was just like super half-assed shit. Like instead of me going in detail, it was just me being angry at myself, and just like instead of describing the biggest thing that I've learned the other day, I just like throw in some random shit. And I was like, holy fuck, man, you documented nothing. So like, I was like, okay, today in this journal, when I was writing today's journal, I was like, I'm going to take it so seriously. I'm going to really, really try and think, what is the one thing I'm going to journal about that's like really going to not only change my perspective, but when I come onto camera, when I speak about it, when I share it online, when I share it in my short form pieces of content, it really actually pushes people. So I was like, that's how I wrote it, because like I didn't treat those opportunities of me journaling every single day. I didn't treat them seriously. And so this is why that came. I want to actually take them seriously. Like, what if every single day that I wake up, I take things a lot more seriously, right? And so that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to share. Again, this is the first time I'm reading from my journal, but it felt so profound that I wanted to share it. But leave this video with a lesson. And every single day that you have, make sure that you treat it like it's your last. Don't die, please. But put your all into it. Go hard. Thank you for watching this video. I'm not going to promote my business channel on this one, but you can still message me and follow me on my Instagram. And if you have questions, do let me know. I talk about business. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner first. This channel comes second, so I can repurpose it for short-term content. That's how it is. But I'm generally going to put an effort into journaling, extracting a lot of useful lessons from my brain and my life and sharing them here. So if you want to expand in life, not necessarily business, you can still follow me here. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. I post daily on this motherfucker.